Hello, this is Aliaran. I just want to show you how I recreated quadratic equation that I solved by hand last year using the alternative method for solving quadratic equations. So this is the image. So this is what I did last year. I shared on Facebook. And I asked both the ChatGPT and Gemini to extract this, like analyze this image and extract this information. And as it is, I want to be able to like share this in a meaningful way. So Gemini did not do a great job, but ChatGPT did an excellent job. So this is what I said. Simple prompt. I said analyze the attached and written mathematical solution and recreate it as is. And then I'm in a thinking mode. And this is ChatGPT. This is what it is. It took ChatGPT 2 minutes and 6 seconds to think this through. And then this is the title, Alternative Method for Solving Quadratic Equations. And the problem is, it says solve. So let's see here. It says solve 3x squared plus 14x minus 5. And so it says solve 3x squared plus 14x minus 5. And it says solutions. So it's actually recording everything the way I did it. And first we get rid of the coefficient 3. And then it did the work as expected. This is where the solution is not exactly one-to-one with the hand written solution because it's supposed to go vertically down this way, but I can take this solution. So say if we can find two numbers with sum equal negative 14, so negative 14 over 3 here, because this here is a negative. When it is a plus here is a negative. When it is a negative here, then it is a plus. And then this is already a negative. And then those are all solutions. So if we can find those two numbers with the sum equal to this and product equal to this, then those are the solutions. And then it says, okay, so we need a u that is negative 3, negative 7 over 3 minus u, and negative 7 over 3 plus u give the product, which is you take this multiplied by this is equal 49 over 9 minus u is here, which is equal negative 5 over 3. And then it follow all the procedures or the steps that I did like this. And then it says verified. So to verify, you plug back in the solutions and you're getting those. And then it says, it says, okay, you want to be sure you solve it the normal way of solving quadratic equations. So you say, okay, this is plus 14, but we have a coefficient of 3 and negative 5 here. So we say we want to find two integers such that when we multiply them, we get negative 15, 3 multiplied by negative 5. When we add them, we get positive 14. And then this is what we do. So we know if we add negative x to 15x, we're going to get 14x. And then we have 5 here. That gives out this, and then now we get the solution that we got up here. And then I said, okay, the method uses vertical arrows to indicate that undoing the last step takes you to the preceding step. And then it says understood. Here is the same write-up, but with the vertical undo arrows placed the way your page uses them. That is to show that reversing the most recent manipulation takes you back to the previous line. and then it's repeating the same thing. Here it is using the arrows, but not exactly how they are used. If you see here, you're supposed to go from this positive equal sign to that, and that it didn't come out exactly in my paper because of the spacing issues. But that's how you're supposed to do it. The arrow is supposed to sit above equal sign, going all the way back up. But I can take this one, like I said earlier. So it is the same thing. And then it has, if you want, I can recreate the arrow placement exactly as a vertical stack. So the arrows visit visually as a line under the equal signs closer to how it looks on paper. Okay, it did the same thing. Yeah, it did it best here. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be, so that we undo, we change our minds, so we can go back to that step. We change our minds, we can come back to this step. That is exactly how it is done. And so this is what I wanted to show you. I asked it to convert this to an image, but it didn't do a good job. So I'm going to disregard the image, and then that's why I'm doing a video, so that I can show you what ChatGPT can do. Um, go back here. So this is how I did it by hand. And so a ChatGPT was trying to mimic my handwriting, which I did an excellent job. But yeah, so anything you can use these AI tools to solve complex math issues or problems and save time. It is good to know what you are doing and how you are asking your questions, because if you just throw a question at it, it won't give you the best solution. It is good to have some basic understanding of what you are doing, working on. Uh, for example, if you are solving math problems, then you have to have some understanding of mathematics to be able to make sense of the solutions that the AI is giving you. Otherwise, you're gonna just end up fooling yourself, getting wrong answers, and thinking that you got the correct answers. So it all boils down to prompt engineering and being ethical when using AI. Thank you. This is Leorem from PyStat R+.